Okay, so welcome to all of you. Today we'll discuss the linearly dependent, independent, basis and coordinate vector. Okay, so that means we are just revising this. Okay, so when we say that the vectors, suppose these are the vectors u bar, u1 bar, u2 bar, dot dot dot, un bar are the vectors of a vector space we suppose. Okay, so u1 un bar are said to be linearly dependent if there exist scalars c1 c2 dot 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 cn, not all zero. This is very important, not all zero. That means at least one of them is not zero, not all zero, such that c1 u1 bar plus c2 u2 bar plus dot 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 cn un bar is equal to 0 bar. That means linear combination is a zero vector. Linear combination is a zero vector. Okay. So that means what here? So this linear combination of zero vector, this implies that c1 c2 dot 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 cn not all zero. Not all zero. So then we say that the vectors e1 bar, u2 bar, un bar are linearly dependent. Okay. So now next we will define you are said to be linearly independent now. Linearly independent. If the linear combination zero vector, if c1 is equal to c2 dot 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 is equal to cn is equal to 0. That means if all scalars are 0, the linear combination of the vectors is zero vector. This is zero vector. Okay, this is zero vector. So then all the scalars are 0. All the scalars are 0. If this happen, then we say that the vectors are linearly independent. Okay. So now one thing is also that suppose this is a set S. Suppose this is S. Okay. So u1 bar, u2 bar, dot dot dot, un bar. This is a set. Okay. If one vector in S is expressible as linear combination of other vectors in S, then S is linearly dependent. Okay. So also one thing is that if S is a singleton set, singleton u bar, okay, and suppose u bar is not 0, singleton set, then S is linearly independent. Set is linearly independent. A singleton non-zero set is always linearly independent. Okay. So this is a note. Okay. Second, okay, a set this is very important. A set containing zero vector is always linearly dependent. That means if a set which contains a zero vector is always linearly dependent. That means what? Suppose this S is what? 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 2. Suppose like this, or some vectors are given. Okay, so this set contains zero vector, so it is linearly dependent. Okay, a set containing zero vector is always linearly dependent. So suppose S is equal to u1 bar, u2 bar. That means what here? This set is containing two vectors. If one vector is scalar multiple of other vector, then S is linearly dependent. If one vector is a scalar multiple of other vector, that means what? Suppose S is equal to 1 1, okay, 1 1, and this is 2 2, suppose, right? So this 2 2, so this is what u bar and this is v bar. So v bar is same as what? 2 u bar. That means what? V bar is the scalar multiple of U bar. V bar is the scalar multiple of U bar. Or you can write U bar also. This is what? 1/2 V bar. 1 of V bar. So U bar is also scalar multiple of V bar. Okay. So one vector is a scalar multiple of other. So this set is linearly dependent. This set is linearly dependent. If no vector is a scalar multiple of other, a set containing two vector, such that no vector is a scalar multiple of other, then that set is always linearly independent. Suppose if I take S is equal to 0, 1 and 1, 0. 1, 0. Okay. So this is not a scalar multiple of this, or this is not a scalar multiple of this. So this is what then? This is so this set is linearly independent. This set is linearly independent. So this also you should note that. Okay. Now suppose S is linearly independent. Suppose S is linearly independent. Then its subset is also linearly independent. Its subset is also linearly independent. Okay. That means subset of a linearly independent set is always linearly independent. So S is equal to U1 bar, U2 bar, dot dot dot, UN bar. And if you take this S1 is a subset, that means U1 bar, U2 bar, UN bar. Only I have taken the three vectors from S. So S is linearly independent. So S1 is also linearly independent. S1 is the subset of S. That means subset of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. Okay. Now S is equal to empty set. Suppose S is empty set. So empty set means what? There is no any element. So empty set is always linearly independent. This is always linearly independent. Okay. So the shortcut method for, suppose we have to check this set now. Suppose you have to check this set. What about the linearly independent or dependent? So these are the vectors from. These are the vectors from R3. So what you have to do? You have to take this determinant now. Okay. So 3, 6. Because these are the vectors from R3. So 3 vectors, and there are 3 components 3 and 3 vectors. So you can easily find a determinant of this one. So this is what 2 into. So this is what minus 18 minus 20. Okay. So minus become plus 1 into what? Minus 9 minus 4. Minus 9 minus 4. And plus 4 into 30 minus 12. 30 minus 12. Okay. Now you see that it is not equal to 0. No need to take the calculation. So it is because these are 2 minus, this is also minus, and that is very small quantity. Okay. So that means what here? It is not 0. Determinant is not 0. So if determinant is not 0, then the vectors are linearly independent. If determinant is not 0, then the vectors are linearly independent. Okay. So but here what? Easily you can identify whether the set is, suppose I have given this S is equal to 0, 1, 2, then 0, 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, suppose 1, 2, 3. Okay. So easily I can find the determinant of this one. See here, there are 2 0. So I will write that first row. So see, the order is unimportant here to write down. Okay. So I can write here 0, 1, 2 then. Okay. I can write this is 1, 2, 3. I can write this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I can find a determinant of this one. Just we have to do this is 0, this is 0. So what? We have to take only the block of this one. So this is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 into 3. So this is minus 3. Determinant is what? Minus 3. So this is not equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. So therefore this set is linearly independent. This set is linearly independent. Easily you can judge the set is linearly independent or not. Okay. So just do like this. So take the benefit of the 0 for this. Okay. Right. So suppose the set is like this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, then 3, 0, 0, and this is what? Minus 1, 1, 0. Suppose like this. Write this vector as the first vector, because what? This contains more zeros. Okay. So write that as the first column, first row. So then you can write this is what? 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 1, 0. Okay. So easily you can take this block. Easily you can take the determinant of this block. So this block is what? Minus 3. minus into 3 again this is minus 9. So that means it is not 0. The vector, so therefore S is linearly independent. S is linearly independent. Okay. So for this you have to take, okay. Suppose S is equal to, suppose like this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Suppose this. This is what a set containing two vector. Okay. So check whether you want here 4. If you multiply by 4 here, you get the first component, but you did not get the second component. That means what? No vector is a scalar multiple of other. So this set is linearly independent. This set is linearly independent. Okay. Suppose S is equal to 1, 2, 3, then 4, 8, 12. Suppose. Okay. Now what here? You want 4 here. This is the 4. If you multiply by 4 here, you get 4. But if you multiply 4 to the second component, you get the second component. But what is 12? You get also third component. That means what? This is U bar and this is V bar. V bar is equal to 4 U bar. The set is linearly dependent. The set is linearly dependent. Also, you can check that if I added also one more vector here. So what? 1, 3, 5 suppose. So by observation, just add just what? This vector is the scalar multiple of this vector. So this what here? So here what? This is also linearly dependent. Because what? One vector is linearly, one vector is a scalar multiple of other here. So then that set is linearly dependent. You can check here. You can check the determinant is 0. Okay. So see that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Then 1, 3, 5. Okay. So if you find the determinant of this one, so what we get then? This is 1 into. Okay. So instead of that, what we'll do? You can take 4 common from the second row. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then 1, 3, 5. So you know that if 2 rows or 2 columns of a determinant are same, then the value of determinant is 0. If 2 rows or 2 columns of a determinant are same, then the value of determinant is 0. So this is what? 4 into 0, this is 0. So your determinant is 0. So therefore this is linearly dependent. Okay. So I hope that you understand this. For two vector, easily you can identify the vectors are linearly dependent or independent. Okay. For a polynomial, suppose your p bar is 6t square plus 8t plus 2, and your q bar is suppose 3t square plus 4t plus 1 suppose. Okay. So if you see here, if you multiply by 2 here, so you get 6t square 8t plus 2. That means what here? P bar is equal to twice q bar. P bar is same as twice q bar. So this P bar and Q bar linearly dependent. Are linearly dependent. Okay. Suppose this is 4 now. Suppose this is 4 now. Okay. So if you multiply by 2 here, so your 2 and 4 are not same. Right. So that means what? P bar is not a scalar multiple of Q bar, then P bar and Q bar are linearly independent. If it is 4 is there, then they are linearly independent. Okay. So note that because no vector is a scalar multiple of other, so then that is what? Linearly independent. Okay. So if for matrices also, if suppose 1 0 0 1 is there, then 1 0 0 1 1 0 is there. So now see there, no matrix is a scalar multiple of other, so this is not linearly dependent, means it is linearly independent. Okay. Now what here? Suppose S is non-empty. S is non-empty set. It is linearly independent if no vector in S is expressible as linear combination of the rest of the vector or other vectors in S. This is the theorem. So S is linearly independent if and only if no vector in S is expressible as linear combination of the rest of the vectors in S. and S is what? Linearly dependent if at least one vector in S is expressed as a linear combination of the vectors in S. Now one thing is, note that suppose S is a subset of Rn. S is a subset of Rn and number of element in S is suppose R. Number of element. That means what? Suppose S is equal to U1 bar, U2 bar, dot dot dot, UR bar. Okay. So how many vectors are there? R vectors are there. If R is greater than N, if R is greater than N, then S is linearly dependent. But this does not imply that if your R is less than or equal to N, S is linearly independent. This does not imply. Okay. So we cannot say about if R is less than or equal to. But if R is greater than N, 100%. That means what? Suppose this S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 suppose. Okay. So this is what? A subset of R2. This is a subset of R2. How many vectors are there? 3 vectors are there. So that means what here? 3 is greater than 2. 3 is greater. This set is always linearly dependent. This set is always linearly dependent because this is a subset of R2 containing more than 2 vectors. This is a subset of R2 containing more than 2 vectors. It is always linearly dependent. It is always linearly dependent. Note that. So we'll check for we'll just by observation we'll check whether the set is linearly dependent, independent or not. Okay. So first we'll write this is 2 0 0 2 2 2. Okay. Now next 0 0 0 0 2 3. Next 1 2 3 6. Next 1 1 1 minus 1. Next 1 0 0 1 minus 1 0 minus 1. Then 1 0 0 1 minus 1 0 0 1. Then 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 0. Then minus 1 2 3 minus 1 2 minus 4 minus 6 2. Okay. So suppose these sets are given to you and we want to judge whether they are linearly independent or dependent. Okay. Now this set containing 3 vectors. This set containing 3 vectors. So it is a subset of R2. It is a subset of R2. So this is linearly dependent because it contains more than 2 vectors. This is linear. Okay. This set containing 0 vector. This is linearly dependent because a set containing 0 vector is always linearly dependent. So now here the 3 is there. See, there are 2 vectors only. The 3 is there. If I multiply by 3 here, so I get the first component. What about the second component? 6. Yes, 6 is there. That means this is the scalar multiple of this. So this is linearly dependent. This is linearly dependent. What about this one? So 1 is here, 1 is here, minus 1 here. That means they are not scalar multiple with each other. Okay. No vector is a scalar. This is linearly independent. This is linearly independent. Okay. Now here what? If I multiply by minus here, I get this matrix. I get matrix. So this is linearly dependent because this is a scalar multiple of this. Because what here? Suppose this is A and this is B. So A is equal to minus B or B is equal to minus A. Okay. So that means what? One vector is scalar multiple of other vectors. Okay. Now here what? Minus 1 is here, but here if you multiply by minus, this is also minus. So this is linearly independent. No vector is a scalar multiple of other. So this is set containing 0 vector. This is linearly dependent. This is linearly dependent. What about here? I want 2 here. So check for only one entry. Okay. So if you multiply by minus 2 here, you get this 2 here. So multiply to minus 2 here. So minus 4, yes, minus 4 is there. Minus 6, yes, minus 6 is there. Minus 1 is there. So plus 2 is there. So that means what? If this is your A and this is your B, so B is equal to minus twice A. B is equal to minus twice A. So that means what? B is the scalar multiple of A. So this set is linearly dependent. I hope that you understand now how to check whether the sets are linearly independent just by observation. Okay. Now suppose these are what? Minus 1, 0, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, minus 1k are linearly dependent, then k is equal to what? Then k is equal to what? K is equal to what? You have to find the value of k. So these are what? So you have to write minus 1, 0, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1 minus 1k. Okay. So this determinant is 0. This means options are given to you. Okay. So now what here? Minus 1 into this is what? K plus 2. This is 0. So plus 1. So what? 5k minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So this is what? Minus k minus 2 plus 5k minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is what? 4k is equal to 4. So k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1. Okay. So the value of k is 1. In this way, easily you can find the value of k now. Okay. So within 1 or 2 minutes, 1 minute, you can find the value of k now. Okay. So these vectors are linearly dependent. Okay. So the vectors are linearly independent means determinant is not equal to 0. Means this is not equal to 0. Means this is not equal to 0. So that means what? If k not equal to 1, then these are linearly independent. If k not equal to 1, then all the vectors are linearly independent. Okay. For all other values of this one. Okay. So value of k will be what? So value of k must not equal to 1. Okay. So one note is there. Note. If u bar, v bar, w bar are vectors in V, in vector space V, then u bar minus v bar minus w bar minus u bar are linearly dependent. This u bar minus v bar minus w bar minus u bar are linearly dependent. And second is what? Second note is what? If S is equal to u1 bar, u bar, v bar, w bar is linearly independent, then u bar plus v bar plus w bar is linearly independent. Okay, u bar plus v bar plus w bar is linearly independent. Note that this. Okay, so after that you have seen basis. So what is the definition of basis? Okay, so let S is equal to u1 bar, u2 bar, un bar be a subset of a vector space V. Okay. S is said to be basis for V if one, S is linearly independent. Second, S span V. That means what? S span means what? Every vector in V is expressed as a linear combination of vectors in S. Okay. So when we say that S is span V, every vector of V is expressed as a linear combination of vectors in S. Okay. And second condition what? S is linearly independent. Okay. So you have seen some theorem. Okay. So also number of elements in the basis is nothing but a dimension of V. Okay. So dimension of V is equal to number of elements in in its basis. So in basis n element. So here what? If S is the basis, then dimension of V is equal to n. Okay. So note that this is what, suppose this is what E1 bar is equal to 1 0, E2 bar is equal to 0 1. Each standard basis of R2 is standard basis of R2. So therefore dimension of R2 is equal to 2. Okay. So now this is what E1 bar is equal to 1 0 0 0. All components are 0. E2 bar is nothing but what? Second component is 1. All the rest are 0. Dot dot dot. En bar is equal to 0 0 dot 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 1. Last component is 1. Okay. So this is the standard basis of Rn. So this is so dimension of Rn is equal to n. Note that these are the standard basis. Okay. So now we'll see some shortcut problem for this one. So suppose S is equal to V1 bar, V2 bar or U1 bar, whatever this doesn't matter, is the basis for V. Then for any U bar belongs to V, for any U bar is uniquely expressed as linear combination of vectors in S. Linear combination of vectors in S. Vectors in S. So that means what? So U bar is equal to C1 V1 bar plus C2 V2 bar plus dot 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 Cn Vn bar. Then this C1 C2 dot 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 Cn are unique if S is the basis. S is basis means span V. Okay. So every vector in V is uniquely expressed as a linear combination of vectors in S. Okay. So that is that if S is the basis for V, then every vector of V is expressible as a linear combination of the vectors in, uniquely expressed as a linear combination of the vectors in S. Okay. So note that is. Okay, so now we'll check which is the basis now. Okay, so just I will write the set and we will judge which will be the basis now here. Okay, 1 1 2 2. So 0 0 1 minus 1. Then this is what 1 2 1 4 1 minus 1 1 2 4 5 1 0 1 1. Then 1x x square 1x square. Suppose this is S is equal to, okay, so this is what 1 2 3 1 0 0 2 4 5 suppose. Okay, which one is the basis, that we will see. Okay, now see that if it is the subset of R3, so what is the first possibility? Yes. So first condition what? Yes will the basis, number of elements should be the 3. Number of elements should be the 3. If there are no 3 vectors, then it will not be basis. Okay, 100%. But this does not imply that there are 3 vectors. Right? Suppose I will take this S is equal to I will take this 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 1, 5, 9 suppose. Okay, this set containing 3 vectors, but it will not a basis. Okay, so if the set do not contain the 3 vectors, 101% it is not a basis. 101% it is not a basis. If basis not contain 3 vectors. Okay, so similarly for R2. So we said, so first what, count the number of elements and then you can judge this. So what, the set must have 2 elements. The set must have 2 elements. Then it is the possibility for the basis. It may possible, right? May possible that may be a basis. Okay, but no guarantee. There are 2 vectors does not imply that it is the basis. But if there are no 2 vectors, then it will not a basis. Okay. So now here see. So this is the R3 now. This is the subset of R3 containing only 2 vector. Containing only 2 vector. So this is not basis. Not basis. Because it containing only 2 vector. Okay. Simple thing. It is not basis. Okay. So set containing 2 vector now here. This is subset of R2. But see that this is not linearly independent. This is not linear because what? This vector is a scalar multiple of this vector. So this is linearly dependent. So therefore it is not basis. It is containing 2 vector, but it is not a basis. Okay, so this set containing 0 vector, it is linearly dependent. So it is not a basis. It is not a basis. Okay, now this set containing 3 vectors. This is subset of R2. This is subset of R2 containing more than 2 vectors. So this is linearly dependent. So this is not a basis. Because basis means what? It is linearly independent and S span B. Okay, so both the conditions should satisfied by S. Okay, if both the conditions are not satisfied by S, it will be not a basis. Okay, so this is not basis because it contains more than 2 vectors. It is always linearly independent. Okay, so now here see that if you want a 4 here, so you have to multiply 4 here. It should be the 8. So there is no 8. That means this is linearly independent set. This is linearly independent set and contains exactly 2. Exactly 2. No need to check this is span B or not. So what? If S is linearly independent set and it is subset of R2 now. If it is subset of R2, if it is containing, it is what? S is linearly independent containing 2 vectors. So it is basis. So this is linearly independent. So it is the basis. It is basis. No problem because it contains 2 vector. It contains 2 vector. Okay. Now see if you consider this 1 1, this is linearly independent because it is a non-zero vector. This is subset of R2. This is linearly independent. But see here, it contains only 1 vector, not containing 2 vectors. So this is not a basis. This is not a basis. This is not basis. This is linearly independent set of subset of R2, but it is not a basis. So here also, this is linearly independent and containing 2 vectors. So this is basis. So this is P2 now. This is the what? Subset of P2 now. This is the subset of P2. It contains 3 vectors and they are the linear. So dimension of P2 is 3 now. Dimension of P2 is 3. Okay. So this set is linearly independent set containing 3 vectors. So this is the basis. This is the standard basis of P2. This is standard basis of. Suppose you have Pn. So then this is what? 1 x square xn is the standard basis of Pn and dimension of Pn is nothing but n plus 1. Dimension of Pn, the set of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n. Its dimension is what? N plus 1. Note that. Its dimension is n plus 1. So this set is linearly independent. So this is the basis. So this is also a basis. This is the standard basis of this one. Okay, what about this? So here we'll discuss about these 2 sets now. So they are subset of R3. It is subset of R3. Both the sets and containing 3 vectors now. Okay. So what happened here? So we'll check by observation. You cannot judge whether this set is linearly independent or not. If this is linearly independent, this is a subset of R3 containing 3 vectors. If it is linearly independent, it will be the basis. This set is linearly. If it is linearly independent, because this set is containing 3 vectors. This is subset of R3 and containing 3 vectors. If it is linearly independent, it will be the basis. Okay, so we'll check here. Now see here. This is 2 by observation. You can check here. This is 2, 6, 2, 4, 6 now. If you multiply by 2 here, you get this one. So this is linearly dependent. By observation you can check this is linearly dependent, and if a set is linearly dependent it will not a basis. Okay, now here what okay, so we will check here. So this contains, this set contain, this vector contains more zero, so we write in the first row. Okay, then 1 2 3, then 2 4 5. So these are 2 0, that means you have to take a determinant of only this top. Okay, so this is what 10 minus 12, so minus 2 into 1, so this is minus 2, so not equal to 0. This is linearly independent, this is linearly independent, so this is the basis, because linearly independent set containing 3 vector, so it is the basis. Okay, so if we know the dimension of the vector space, so what here R3, the dimension of the R3 is what 3, and S containing, and number of element in S is 3. So if S is linearly independent and containing n vectors, that means what here, and containing n vector, n means what, dimension of the vector space. So every linearly independent set can, if dimension of V is equal to n, if dimension of V is equal to n, then every linearly independent set containing n vector is always the basis. Okay, so I hope that you understand how to check the set is basis or not, just by observation. Okay, now suppose S is equal to u1 bar, u2 bar, dot dot dot, un bar. Okay, then every vector u bar belongs to V. This is what is a basis, for V. Then every vector u bar belongs to V. You can write this is what uniquely. This is what uniquely. This is very important here. u2 bar plus dot 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 plus cn un bar. Every vector in V is expressed as a linear combination of this one. Then this u bar, I will write this is S. So this is what C1, C2, Cn. It will be the components. So this is called u bar of S is called coordinate vector. Coordinate vector. And it is very easy to solve the problems on MCQ now. Okay, so we'll solve. This is the coordinate vector. This C1, C2, whatever the vectors may be, maybe the polynomial, maybe vectors in Rn, maybe polynomial, maybe the matrices. You can find this C1. You have to write in the C1 as a row wise. You have to write the C1 as a row wise. Okay, so we'll see some problems solving. Which of the following is the okay? Suppose S is equal to 1 0 1 1. It's a basis of R2. Then coordinate vector of 1 2 is 1 2. So you are given some options here, 1 minus 2. So minus 1 2 minus 1 2. Suppose this is what 2 minus 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, suppose. Okay, so 4 options are given. So what you have to do? You have to take 1 2 here. You have to find a coordinate vector of this one. So 1 2 here, and then you have to take 1 0 and 1 1 here. Okay, and you have to choose a proper option is here. You have to choose the proper option here. Okay, so 1 here, if I write 1 here and minus 2 here, whether I got this, whether these two are equal, see this is 1 1, this is what, this is 1 1. Okay, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. This is what, minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2. So this is not 1 2. So that means this is not here what 1 1 2. Okay, this is not 1 2. So this is not a coordinate vector. This is not coordinate vector. Okay. Next, what you have to do then? 1 2. This is your fixed now. These are vectors are fixed now. 1 1. These vectors are fixed. Okay. We'll write here minus 1 and here 2. Okay. So just here I will write here minus 1 and 2 here. Okay. So minus 1 plus 2 is 1. Okay. Okay. This is correct. Then minus this is 0 and this is 2. This work. This vector work. Okay. So now this is what your correct option is this. Your correct option is this. If you write C here, this is what here. If you put here 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1. Then this is what 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay here. But this is 2 0. This is minus 1. But this is not minus 1. This is 2. That means this do not work. What about this here? See here. This work actually. If one of the vector is work here, then stop to find other answer. Okay. So just tick mark on it. So it will be your answer, final answer. So if you write this here, I am doing this for you. Okay. So this is minus 1, minus 2 is minus 3 then. This is not minus 3. That means this also do not work. So the coordinate vector is this. The coordinate vector is this. Now suppose this S is equal to 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 is the basis. Then u bar, then 2 minus 1 3 of S is equal to what? Okay, you have to find the coordinate vector of this one. You have to find the coordinate of this one. Okay, so the options are given 3 4 3 3 minus 4 3 minus 3 4 3 minus 3 4 minus 3. Okay, suppose these options are given. What you have to write here? Just 2 minus 1 3 is equal to, just you have to write this 1 0 0, then 1 1 1 and 1 0 1 1 0. Okay, 1 1 1. Okay, just I write this now here 3 4 3. Okay, it is plus now. Just I check the first component. This is what 3 plus 4 plus 3. So this is 7 plus 3 is 10. This is not 10. So this do not work. This do not work. Okay. So then 3 minus 4 3. Okay. So now this is 3 minus 1. This is minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 3 is 2. So we get 2. Okay. You have to find the next component also. This is 0 now here. This is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 3. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. Okay. So this is the minus 1. You have to find the third component also. This is 0. This is 0 and this is 3. So this work. So this work now here. Okay. So this is your coordinate vector. This is your coordinate vector. And suppose u bar of S is equal to what? 3 minus 4 3. 3 minus 4 3. Okay. Then u bar is equal to what? Then u bar is equal to what? So you have provided the coordinate vector and you want the original vector. You want original vector. And the options are given here. Suppose 1 2 3 1 2 3. Then 2 minus 1 3 suppose. Other case given. Okay. So no need to do actually here. So we don't want to get the lower vector. So what here is this u bar is equal to what? So this is the coordinate vector. Just 3 into multiple of first vector 1 0 0. Then minus 4 into second vector 1 1 0. Plus 3 into 1 1 1. Just we have to find this. Just we will find first component and we will check the options here. What 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus 3 is 2. So this option, this component contains 2. Okay. There is only one vector whose first component is 2. Don't do for the other one. Don't do for the other one. If there are first two components are same all in, so just find the third component. Suppose you have these options. Okay, suppose you have this. Now see here. The first two components are same in all. So no need to find the first two components. Directly find third component. This is not 0. This is not 0. And the third component is not 3. Which vector has 3 terms? 3. Okay, so within a minute you can find the original vector if the coordinate vectors are provided to you. Just you have to take the linear combination. So these are, you have to use these as the scalars. You have to use these as the scalars now. Just write that first. So don't change the order of this also here. Don't change the order of the vectors in S now. Okay, so first vector, second vector, third vector. Okay, so if we change the order here, you will get a different coordinate vector then. So here what order is very important here. If you are finding the coordinate vector, the order of the vectors is also important here. Okay, so if you change the order, so it will not the your coordinate vector then. Okay, so you will get wrong coordinate vector. Okay, so I hope that you understand how to find the coordinate vector, how to check the vectors are linearly dependent, how to check the set is basis or not. Okay, so the shortcut method we have seen here. Okay, so I hope that you understand this one. You can generalize this. You have to generalize all those things. I have taken some sample examples here. You have to do more problems on it now. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you.